Hey guys, it's Tyler, and today we're doing my first mock draft on this channel. We're doing the Too Early 2022 NFL Draft. Let's go. And with the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Kayvon Thibodeaux, edge rusher out of Oregon. Kayvon is 6'5", 250 with incredible athletic ability. He's super fast, explosive, and agile. His first step at the line of scrimmage is phenomenal, and Kayvon effortlessly uses his speed to power as a rusher, which makes it super easy to get to the quarterback. He's the first pick of the draft. And at number 2 to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I have him taking tackle Evan Neal out of Alabama. Evan Neal is 6'7", 360 pounds, and the fact that he's that big and he has incredible mobility and athleticism is kind of crazy to even think about. Not only is he just super mobile and athletic, he also has phenomenal strength. He doesn't get beat ever by college edge rushers, and he has the aggressiveness to kill anyone in his path. And at number 3, we got the Detroit Lions taking Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. You know, I get it. It's probably a little too early to see a safety going, but Kyle Hamilton is just that good. 6'4", 219. He's borderline the best player in this draft class. But when you watch him hit hard and cover everybody, you really can't question it. He literally does everything phenomenally. And then the first quarterback taken to the Houston Texans, we have Malik Willis out of Liberty. Pretty easily the best dual threat quarterback in this draft class. He's so fast and he has a great change of direction. He's so fun to watch. And he's not just a runner, he has a cannon of an arm. He can make all the throws. One of the things that he really needs to improve on, especially in the NFL, is his decision making, but he's got all the talent in the world. That's why I got the Texans taking him here at 4 to fill that hole at quarterback, because I would assume that Deshaun Watson is never going to play for the Texans again. And right now I don't think Davis Mills is the guy. If the Giants end up picking top 5 next year, it's probably time for a change at quarterback. Daniel Jones is probably not the guy, so here I have the Giants taking quarterback Spencer Rattler out of Oklahoma. Great passer, he has excellent arm strength, he can hit the deep ball really well, and can hit receivers all over the field. He can also throw the ball on the run. Rattler's just a great pro-style quarterback, but yet has above average athletic ability. He can sense pressure and knows when to leave the pocket. At number 6, I got the Atlanta Falcons taking Derek Stingley Jr. Should the Falcons take a quarterback? Yeah, probably, but I have them taking Derek Stingley out of LSU. This Falcons team is so bad and has been super disappointing this season. They have one of my favorite players coming out of the draft ever in Kyle Pitts. Falcons are hopefully going to try to start a rebuild, so why not just draft the best player available here in Derek Stingley. He's widely considered the number 1 corner in this draft class and has a prototypical size for a corner at 6'1", 195. Great athlete, excellent play speed, great footwork, and versatile when it comes to scheme fit. At number 7, I got the Cincinnati Bengals selecting Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. In this situation, the Bengals should just take the best offensive lineman available, and right now, it's probably Kenyon Green, outside of Evan Neal. He's got great athleticism and uses violence against the defense, super explosive, super aggressive, and great play speed for a guy that big. He can play anywhere across the offensive line, so he's super valuable to teams like the Bengals, where they can play him wherever they have a hole and just fill the gap. Then at number 8, the Giants have the Chicago Bears first round pick. And I got him taking edge rusher Drake Jackson out of USC. This edge rusher is super athletic. He can play defensive end or outside linebacker and can most likely play both in the NFL. The Giants get a great edge rusher to probably pair up with Azeez Ojulari and boost that D-line even more. This should be a spot for an offensive lineman, but Kenyon Green just went, and I don't really want to reach for one right now. So now picking at number 9, we have the Eagles taking DeMarvin Leal, defensive lineman out of Texas A&M. DeMarvin Leal is pretty easily one of the most versatile linemen in the nation. He He can play a massive impact pretty much anywhere on the line, and his size and athletic ability and just his long arms are so useful just to disrupt, in every single way possible. His pass rush needs a little bit of work, but he has the talent and the athleticism to figure it out in the NFL, and sitting behind Fletcher Cox for a few years will work out very well for him. Then at number 10, we got the Washington football team taking Matt Corral out of Ole Miss, the third quarterback taken so far. And Matt Corral, he has a super strong arm and can throw the ball down the field. He can pretty much throw it anywhere on the field. He can throw it into tight windows and make crazy throws from arm angles that most can't. And he can make plays with his legs and has the ability to evade pressure in the pocket and has really nice footwork as well. When out of the pocket, he does a great job of keeping his eyes down the field and trying to extend plays with his arm. Then at number 11, we have the first wide receiver off the board, Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Garrett Wilson's a great wide receiver with fluid and sudden explosiveness. Before the catch, he uses twitch to gain separation. He has really nice footwork and good speed, and he has great sideline awareness and is able to pull down tough passes on the sideline. Garrett's an elite wide receiver to pair with Michael Pittman, as T.Y. Hilton is aging and might not return next year. Now we have George Karlaftis, edge out of Purdue. From Greece, the 6'4", 275-pound defensive end will fit really nicely right next to Danielle Hunter, who's quietly one of the most underrated edge rushers in the NFL, if not one of the best. The Purdue defensive end has impressive strength, and the main draw to him is his athleticism and size, and is great with his ability to overcome offensive tackles around the edge. With the Eagles' second first-round pick from the Carson Wentz trade with the Colts, I have him taking Kaiir Elam cornerback out of Florida. Now, Elam is a super long defender at 6'2" and 193 pounds. He has a very good pre-snap and post-snap instinct and is able to anticipate routes and sometimes even run it for the receivers. Now at number 14 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I have him replacing Big Ben, taking a quarterback here at 14, Sam Howell out of North Carolina. Now Sam Howell, he's Baker Mayfield. That's the comparison for him, and it's so clear. They have the exact same build at 6'1", 225, a little shorter, a little stockier for the quarterback position. Like, they're pretty much the exact same player. Sam Howell's probably a little bit worse. Howell possesses decent athletic ability. He can evade the pressure in the pocket, and he's pretty impressive with his throws on the run and keeping his eyes down the field when he's evading pressure. It really just comes down to Big Ben is not the quarterback anymore. He's not very good, so they kind of have to replace him, and Sam Howell is probably the best quarterback available. I mean, there's one more quarterback. You'll see him later. I'll talk about him, but yeah, Sam Howell is going to be the pick here for the Steelers. Then a state receiver. His teammate Garrett Wilson. It's really like a one. It really comes down to which one you prefer. Olave is more of a slot, a little bit faster player, and he's even more impressive than his speed is his just quick burst. And with all that impressive, Olave, a really scary player, and then you team up with AJ Brown and Julio Jones and Derrick Henry. That team is going to be scary. And then to the Dolphins at 16, I have him taking offensive lineman Jackson Kirkland. This is a pick that just makes a ton of sense for the Dolphins. You need to protect Tua. And by the time the draft comes in 2022, I don't even know if Tua is going to be that future quarterback. They might have Deshaun Watson, they might have Aaron Rodgers, or they might just try to draft a whole new guy because they just don't believe in Tua. And but either way, you got to boost that offensive line. The offensive line is just not very good. And I think going out and spending a first-round pick on Jackson Kirkland is a pretty good what you want to do. So Kirkland's athletic ability is not what makes him a first-round pick. It really just comes down to his hands. His hands are phenomenal, and he always wins on first contact. And His hands move with just phenomenal speed and energy. Number 17, I have the New England Patriots drafting Treylon Burks, wide receiver out of Arkansas. Treylon Burks might just be my favorite wide receiver in this draft class. Treylon Burks is 6'3", 225 pounds. He has huge hands, and his hands and size allow him to be a huge deal in the run game, and Burks is willing and able in that regard. For his size, he is unexpectedly athletic and has deceptive speed, which combined with his size is so unique. It is so hard to cover a guy at 6'3", 225 pounds with the speed and agility. Patriots will get a true number one receiver for the first round quarterback last year in Mac Jones. Now at number 18, I have the Carolina Panthers getting a center, Tyler Linderbaum. Tyler Linderbaum out of Iowa is the best center in this draft class pretty easily. He explodes out of his stance with great fluidity. Linderbaum gets to the second level with such ease and aggressiveness, and his competitive toughness is a huge driving factor to his game. Panthers get a great center prospect to help out Sam Darnold. Now at 19, I have the New York Jets drafting Andrew Booth Jr. The Jets have the second first-round pick from the Jamal Adams trade. Booth has great length and has shown that with some phenomenal interceptions and pass breakups. Booth owns excellent ball skills and tracking with strong hands. Because of this, he can go up and high point the football. Now at number 20 to the Dallas Cowboys, I have Jordan Davis, a interior defensive lineman out of Georgia. Just like the Jets, they need a position, and in this case, it's interior defensive line. Jordan Davis has fantastic speed for his size at 6'6", 340 pounds. Davis is considered a immovable object, so he will help run block and even disrupt the quarterback, and there were times when he would display genuine danger to the quarterback. Here at 21 to the Chargers, we have Ikem Ekwonu. Ekwonu's nickname is the most feared lineman in the ACC. He is just a good old-fashioned mauler. He had high school wrestling experience, and when he is playing, he goes into combat as a run blocker. I know the Chargers just spent a first-round pick on a offensive lineman last year in Rashawn Slater, but Ikem could fit right in, and Herbert would have one of the best offensive lines for the next 5 years. Ikem is just an aggressive run blocking guard. Now at 22 for the New Orleans Saints, I have him taking a wide receiver here in Drake London to fill that gap that Michael Thomas has left just being hurt for the last couple of seasons now. Drake London is 6'5", 210. With this size, he can go up and high point the ball like no other. He has shown the ability to go up and secure the ball in contested catches really, really well. And he's a really athletic player who shows an incredible understanding for the game. He has insane ability to find gaps in coverage, allowing him to create space and get open. Now here for the Raiders, we have Ahmad Gardner. Again, another corner with a tall, lanky frame at 6'2", 180 that can move really well. He's not quite the athlete that Kira Elam is, that we saw drafted earlier. However, he's still above average, and is explosive, one of the most important parts of his game. Gardner is a great tackler and has great speed coming back upfield. Now at 24 to the Cardinals, we have Trent McDuffie. This Cardinals cornerback roster is really poor, and they have one good corner in Buddy Murphy, but he's really just built for the slot, and you need more than one cornerback. And his explosiveness is visible all the time. He is quick charging into the backfield and has the vertical to go up for high passes. here at 25, I have the Denver Broncos taking Carson Strong. If that prototypical quarterback size matters to you, then Strong is the clear pick. At 6'4", 215 pounds, he stands tall in the pocket. Strong's arm is one of the best physical traits he has. He can do it all when it comes to his arm. He can generate velocity with ease. He carries enough arm strength to push the ball downfield and hit players in stride, as well as hit the ball through tight windows. He certainly isn't a liability as an athlete, however. And let's be honest, Carson Strong just looks like a Broncos quarterback. Now we have Aiden Hutchinson to the Browns. Hutchinson is a phenomenal athlete and has a great frame. He extends quickly, sets the edge really well in run defense, and he can disrupt passing windows and seeks to make opposing quarterbacks uncomfortable. He'd be a really nice pairing to go along with Myles Garrett. Alright, and now here, my favorite team, the Green Bay Packers. I have us taking John Mechie III out of Alabama. Now, yes, I know the Packers are not going to take a wide receiver. I do this every year. I get all excited. I find a receiver that I want the Packers to take, and we don't take them. But it's my mock draft, so I can do what I want. John Mechie is just so good. Although Mechie isn't the physical specimen that Treylon Burks is, Mechie can hold his own as a run blocker. And due to his speed and route running ability, he poses a vertical threat to the entire field from multiple alignments. Due to Mechie's speed, Nick Saban used him on motion plays, which would do a lot for the Packers offense, especially considering Devontae Adams might leave this offseason. And Amari Rodgers could potentially be the only receiver on our team. So I love this pick. I have the Ravens taking Sean Rhyan. He is physically ready for the NFL at 6'5", 320 pounds, and has a lot of power. He's super flexible, which allows him to absorb opposing power with ease. I think this would be a really good pick for the Ravens. Plug him right in at right tackle, and then you got a really good tackle pairing with Ronnie Stanley. Now at 29 to the Kansas City Chiefs, I have Justin Ross, the wide receiver out of Clemson, going here. Ross has impressive height at 6'4", and he can be a dangerous target on the boundary or the back of the end zone. Combines his size with his impressive catch radius. He's pretty unstoppable. He's not super explosive, but his size makes up for that, and the Chiefs could get a big-time threat to line up on the other side of Tyreek Hill. Now we have Adam Anderson, the edge rusher, going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs don't really need too much help on the edge, but you can never have enough edge rushers. And to be honest, I think Adam Anderson's going to go up a ton of draft boards, and I kind of just wanted to talk about him in this video. I think he's going to have a great season, and I think he could end up being like a top 20 pick in the draft. So I have Adam Anderson going here to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now to the Bills at 31, I have the one and only running back, Isaiah Spiller. Spiller has a pretty thick build at 6'1", 225, and he's a great blocker due to his physicality. And Spiller is a great physical back and does his best work between tackles. He's a very dangerous ball carrier in short yardage and goal line situations, and I think that he could be a great addition to the Buffalo Bills offense. And now with the final pick of the first round, final pick of my mock draft, I have Nakobe Dean going here. So this is the Rams' first round pick, but due to the Matthew Stafford trade, the Lions have it. So I have him taking Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean is my favorite defensive player in this class. He's probably my favorite player besides like Treylon Burks and John Mechie. He's just so fun to watch. He's just so quick and so fast, and he has the ability to stop the run and plug gaps so fast. And due to his speed, he can also cover tight ends and running backs, and sometimes even line up in the slot and pick up the slot receiver. I'm a super big fan of Nakobe Dean. I think he's going to be a really good player. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. These graphics took a long time to make. If you guys enjoyed the video, just hit the like button and subscribe. And just let me know if you guys want some more content like this. I do want to start making some more NFL and college football content. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.